Today I'm going to tell you exactly why Nick Saban and Alabama do not want the smoke from Oklahoma. And all that's coming up after the bumper.
What do you mean you don't subscribe to my son's YouTube channel?
Mama, no!
Just snap the damn ball, RJ.
What's up, kinfolk? It's RJ Young. I am not on a step mill. Consider hitting the like and subscribe button because I upload a video every single day. It's always OU related, college football related, sports related. We have a good time. And today, I'm going to tell you why Nick Saban and Alabama do not want the smoke from Oklahoma. But first, I gotta tell you, I'm in Portland right now. I recorded this video at my studio somehow, because YouTube magic. And if you listen to Livewire Radio, I'm on it with John Hodgman. And it's probably pretty cool. I'm talking about that, speaking it into existence, kind of like we speak in tongues. Why would I say that Nick Saban and Alabama don't want the smoke from Oklahoma, especially this year? It seems like Nick Saban's Alabama is unstoppable. All of a sudden, they have a Big 12 offense to go with that SEC defense, and oh my God, everybody's shaking in their boots because they blanked LSU and Mississippi State, and they scheduled an FCS team in Citadel. Look, I get it. Tua Tagovailoa is a special quarterback. He's left-handed, which makes him weird, but he's a special quarterback, and I enjoy watching him play football. Outside of that, Jerry Jeudy, dude can actually play some football. Najee Harris, Damian Harris also can run the football. And the defense, none of y'all can name any of those dudes, but it's stout. They're shutting out people. And yet and still, Nick Saban doesn't want anything to do with Oklahoma. Nobody wants anything to do with Oklahoma. That's kind of my point. Look, we know that we got, a trash defense this year. As much as anybody, particularly OU fans, would like to say something different, because we're not trying to dunk on our players, guys, that signed up to play at Oklahoma to support our university, our colors, try to get us to a national championship. This just ain't a dominant defense. It's far from it. It's number 68 in the S&P Plus, which is actually way higher than we thought it would be. And it is higher than Syracuse and Texas when you're looking at it, but it's also behind Texas State. So, again, Kenneth Murray Jr., Curtis Bolton, y'all are awesome. Ronnie Perkins, you're having a year. Secondary, y'all go get better. We know you go get better. Point is, we still got Kyler Murray, and you don't. And that's really what I'm getting at. It's Kyler Murray, it's Trey Sermon, it's Kennedy Brooks, it's Marquise Brown, it's CeeDee Lamb, it's Grant Calcaterra, it's Lee Morris, and oh yeah, it's Bill Bedenbaugh's offensive line, where Oklahoma can run the ball, Oklahoma can throw the ball, Oklahoma can score all the points. Sooners are averaging about 49 points this year, which basically means you got to score 50 to have even a chance to win. Now we know Alabama can score 50, but what Oklahoma might do is just, let you. Because it would be a game that would literally come down to who has it last. And if you leave 30 seconds on the clock, gonna score. You leave 10 seconds on the clock, gonna score. That was kind of like the running joke after Bedlam, which is, what if Taylor Cornelius hadn't short-armed that throw to Tylan Wallace and they got 2-point conversion, they go up by 2, with just under a minute left? What would have happened? I'll tell you what would happen. Kyler Murray and the boys would have marched down the field and scored with time left on the clock. Now, the end of that joke is that, Austin Seibert would have missed an extra point, or the defense would have been torched because they left 15 seconds on the clock. I hate the score too fast brigade, but I understand the argument there. And it's getting to be more valid than I would like to say, because you really can't trust the defense to get a stop when you need a stop. But that's precisely why this would basically drive Nick Saban insane. He's a defensive-minded guy who would like to think he could come into a game and shut down any offense, especially after what he did to LSU and Mississippi State. But, bruh, this ain't Joe Burrows, and this ain't Nick Fitzgerald. We don't have a JV quarterback. We got a real one. And not only do we have a real one, we got a dude that's actually better at playing quarterback than your dude is at playing quarterback. And I know that's saying a mouthful. But you don't want the smoke. Alabama don't want the smoke. The last time Alabama got the smoke, took that Sugar Bowl from you. And I don't want to hear none of this. Y'all didn't want to get up for the game. Trevor Knight torched Alabama. Trevor Knight got his job taken from Baker Mayfield. Trevor Knight might be the worst quarterback to start at Oklahoma in 10 years. Honestly, you got to go back to like Joey Halsey before you get into a dude that was on the level of what Trevor Knight turned out to be at Oklahoma, and all he did was throw for 300 plus yards and light up that Alabama defense in your backyard of New Orleans. That's the South. That's your stronghold. I know there's LSU fans, but LSU fans wasn't there. They root for the SEC against the Big 12. They didn't want to see a Big 12 team come down there and take their time. And by the way, that's what Oklahoma does here lately. We go to Sugar Bowls and we win them. Alabama, Auburn. Matter of fact, we the Alabama state champs last time I checked. Y'all can't beat us. You know? That's what I'm trying to get at. Yeah, maybe we'll take an L in Big 12 play, but to an Iowa State team that might be a top 10 team by the time the season ends, especially if they beat Texas this weekend, and Oklahoma beats West Virginia, could be OU and Iowa State in the Big 12 title game, a rematch. Yeah, took a loss to Texas. Texas is still ranked. Texas going into this week is number 15 team in the country. Alabama, who y'all beat, dog? LSU? All right, cool. We'll give you that. That's a good win. Mississippi State? I guess it's a good win, but who you got this week? Citadel? Who is Citadel? Why are y'all scheduling FCS teams? You're Alabama. You know, I know why you're scheduling FCS teams. Because the selection committee will let you. The selection committee will drill UCF for having a schedule that is garbage, but being undefeated, and be like, you know what? We look at this Alabama team, and they're really good. Matter of fact, they're so good that they could take a loss, probably to Citadel, and still make the college football playoff. And we know this because they did it last year. Took a loss to Auburn, didn't play in your own conference championship, didn't even win your division, still got a semifinal. And I'm salty about it, not just because they let you in, but because you didn't have to play an extra game like everybody else who got in. That's just, there are miles that were on other teams that weren't on Alabama. That is an unfair competitive advantage. I hate it. So until the college football playoff expands to at a minimum 8, I want 16. I know some folks in y'all don't agree with me because you somehow think it'll be diluted, but you know, these playoffs work for everybody else. Literally every other sport has a 16-team playoff or better, and y'all want to get mad because I want a 16-team playoff in SBS? Nah, man, miss me with that. Yo, we over here. Look, all I'm saying is that if Alabama and OU square off, it's likely that Alabama's going to get its grits cooked. Because if it gets into a 50-plus point game, OU's going to win that, baby. That's the thing. That's what you got to worry about. Because as soon as you figure out that it is Johnny Manziel to the 5th degree playing quarterback at Oklahoma, that's all she wrote for you, Nick. And we know that you dodging. And I don't care about you getting up there with your Coke bottle on your podium, shouting down to all the media, dog. Ain't nobody trying to hear you. We know what you about, baby. We know that you Napoleon up there in khakis. It's cool. But you go ahead, you do your pompadour hair. You go talk noise to Ed Orgeron. You talk noise to Gus Malzahn. You talk noise to Jeremy Pruitt, Kirby Smart. This is Oklahoma, baby. You know what we do here? We don't play defense. We just get buckets. This is Paul Westhead. We run the system. Can you keep up? All right, that's it for me. Deuces.